Right, good afternoon, good day, good morning, wherever you are, whatever time of the day it is, welcome. We are trying to solve a quadratic inequality. So you have the example over here. So the first step is to factorize this. So you take your question, x squared minus 6x minus 8 is less than or equal to 0, and you factorize it. So the factors for this particular example is alright, so have a look at the question carefully. It's x squared minus 6x plus 8. X squared minus 6x plus 8 is less than 0, and we're trying to factorize this. So it will be x minus 4 into x minus 2. Now, when you factorize it, you must check x times x. You must check x times x gives you x squared. Now the testing is the most important part. Then you must test minus 4 times minus 2. That gives you 8. Then you must test minus 4 times that gives you minus 4x. X times minus 2 gives you minus 2x. Add it up. You add it up. You get minus 6x. Do we have minus 6x in the middle? Yes. So the testing is very, very important. Don't ignore the testing. Right. So it has passed the test. So these factors are correct. Now you take each factor, x minus 4, and you just make it equal to 0. Then you take x minus 2, you write O. You take x minus 2, you make it equal to 0. Then you solve this and you get x equal to 4. You solve on this side, you get x equal to 2. Now this 4 and that 2 are called critical values. They are called critical values. So you have found the critical values. After you have found the critical values, what you've got to do is, there are many ways to do it. There's at least 3 ways. So I'm going to show you just the number line way. You draw a number line. And on the number line, you must put the critical values the way it appears on a number line. So therefore, 2 will come first and 4 will come second. That is how they appear on the number line. The order must be correct. Now, to the right of 4, you can place plus signs. I will give you, and to the left you can place negative signs. Now you look at 2. To the right of 2, you place your positive signs. And to the left of 2, you place your negative signs. Right. And then we study the sign. We are looking for less than 0. That means we are looking for negative. So, we look at the signs. On the left of 2, it is minus times minus. So, minus times minus gives me plus. Therefore, the answer is not here. Now, I check over here. Minus times plus. Minus times plus gives me minus. Therefore, and I'm looking for that. I'm looking for negative. It is negative. Therefore, the answer is here. We are going to learn just now how to write the answer. So the answer is here. And finally, we test over here. Plus times plus gives me plus, and I'm not interested in that because I'm looking for less than 0, and less than 0 means I must find a negative result. And I have found the negative result is here. Now, how do we write the answer? Well, you can see clearly that the answer is from here right through till here. So I've put it in red now. That's the answer shown on the number line. And how do you write that answer? When you place an x in the middle, there's the x, and these numbers here are less than 4. These numbers here are less than 4. So you say x is less than and equal to 4. And now when you look, so you're looking from the middle, you look to that side. These numbers are less than 4. Now from here you're looking this side. And when you look on this side, these numbers are greater than 2. So x is greater than and equal to 2. So that's how you write the solution. Again, there are other ways of writing the solution. This solution could also be written like this. We could say that x is an element of the interval 2 semicolon 4 close. So we're saying that the answer is any number from 2 till 4. So it can be 2, 2.5, 2 3/4, 3, 3.1, 3.9, up till 4. So that is in a very quick and short way one of the ways to solve a quadratic inequality. The other way is you can draw a parabola. But I will not use that method today. I will just use this method over here of using a number line. Alright, so you can use this method, and later on when we're doing the section on parabola, then we will use the parabola to solve quadratic inequalities. Alright, so what you can do is you can try an example. Alright, so you can try number 1, which is saying x squared minus 7x plus 12 is less than and equal to 0. Right, so you must also learn time management. So to do this example, it should take you about 3 minutes maximum. Alright, try it. Try to factorize it. X squared minus 7x plus 12 is less than and equal to 0. You factorize it. You must know your quadratic factorization properly, and in this case, it is x minus 4 into x minus 3. And then you say, well, x minus 4 is equal to 0, or x minus 3 is equal to 0, x is equal to 4, x is equal to 3. You must know how to solve linear equations. Alright, so 2 pieces of knowledge you must already have: factorization and how to solve linear equations. Right, so we got our critical values. The critical values are 4 and 3. Then we draw a number line. Now, on the number line, I must place these 2 numbers in the correct order. So I'm forced to place 3 first, and then 4. Okay. Now, if I take any number from this side and put it inside here, it's all going to be positive. If I take any number from this side and put it here, I'm going to get negative. So, to avoid doing that all the time, we have discovered, and we know that to the right of 4 you will get plus, to the left of 4 you will get minus. To the right of 3 you will get plus, and to the left of 3 you will get minus. Now, we are looking for less than and equal to 0. That means we are looking for a negative result. So, once again, negative times negative. So, we got 3 options here. Negative times negative gives us positive. So, this is not what we're looking for. Now, here, a negative times a positive gives us a negative. So, this is where the answer is. And finally here, positive times positive gives you positive, so we're not looking for that, so the answer is not there. Now to write the answer down, right? You just put an x in the middle. These numbers are less than 4, so x is less than or equal to 4. And if I write the x there now, these numbers are less than 4, but these numbers are greater than or equal to 3. So that's one way of writing the answer. Or the other way, using interval notation, x is an equivalent of the interval 3 semicolon 4. So that's how to do it. Alright, so I hope you had that right. Now I'm going to give you another example, and you can try that, because in the next example, your answer will not be like this in one block. Your answer will be in 2 separate sections. Alright, so you can take a small break, go relax and come back and then try number 2. Alright, you can try number 2 now. X squared plus 6x plus 8 is greater than 0. X squared plus 6x plus 8 is greater than 0. Alright, we'll give you about 3 minutes to complete that. Let's see. I'm sure that you wrote the question down like that, and then you factorized it. So your factors are x plus 4, x plus 2, and you tested your factors and you are sure that it is correct. Then you take each factor, you make it equal to 0, and you solve for x, so you get x is equal to minus 4, x is equal to minus 2. Next step, draw the number line and make sure that you put these numbers on the number line as they will appear on the number line. So minus 2 will come first, and then will come, wrong. Minus 4 will be here, and minus 2. You see 0, alright, let's make it easier for you. Let's go right there. 0 is here, isn't it? Minus 1 is here. Then will come minus 2. Then will come minus 3. Then will come minus 4. So you see, even I made a mistake, and making mistake is normal, and we are human beings, so don't get worried when you make mistakes. Alright, so there's minus 4 in the right place, right? And there's minus 2. So I'm going to take these other numbers out because I'm not interested in them. So there are the 2 critical values. Now, you choose minus 2, and to the right, you place positive signs. And if you're wondering why we put positive signs here, I'll explain in the next example. To the right of 4, place positive signs. It's a given that this will always happen. And to the left, you'll have negative signs. Now let's look at the question. The question says we're looking for greater than. Greater than means we're looking for a positive result. Means we're looking for a plus result. We're looking for a plus result. So, we try. A negative times a negative. You see, when I'm saying negative times negative, I am saying that when this bracket is negative and that bracket is negative, and we multiply it, it becomes positive. So a negative times negative becomes positive. We are very happy. The answer is here because we're looking for a positive result. Then we try in this section. You got a negative times a positive. A negative times a positive, and the result is negative. And then you realize that is not what we're looking for. We're looking for a positive result. And finally, we're looking over here. Positive times positive. Positive times positive gives me positive. So we got the answer again. So in this example, we find that the answer is in 2 different areas. The answer is in this area, and the answer is in that area. So let's see how we write the answers. if you look, alright, firstly, the answers are here. Now, why am I using a circle this time? Because there is no equal to sign here. Sorry, this is not supposed to be. There's no equal to sign there. So therefore, that number will be excluded, but all these numbers form part of the answer. Now, how do we explain that? We say x is less than minus 4. So one answer is x is less than minus 4. Or, now we look at this side. We know the answers are from here going that way. So you place a circle here. We place a circle because there's no equal to sign and goes that way. And what can we say about these numbers? These numbers are greater than minus 2. So x is greater than minus 2. Sorry, I hope you spotted this mistake. The question got no equal to sign. Therefore, the answer will not have equal to sign. So x is less than 4, x is greater than minus 2. X is less than 4, x is greater than minus 2. Now this answer could also be written in interval notation like this. X is an element of. Now the answer is going from minus 4 to minus infinity. So that's a sign for minus infinity. And when you got infinity, you use a round bracket. When you want to exclude 4, you use a round bracket. And then union. If for or, you use the sign union. Union. Now the numbers go from minus 2 to positive infinity. From minus 2 it's going to positive infinity. So to positive infinity, and with infinity you always use a round bracket. And here we're using a round bracket because minus 2 is excluded. So by now you should be summarizing in your mind that when it comes to a number line, if the number is excluded, you use a circle. When it comes to interval notation, if the number is excluded, then you use a round bracket. So those were the two ways in which you could have written the answer. Alright, so I hope you got that right and you are enjoying yourself with all the success. Hello there, welcome to sketching the parabola. Now I trust that you know how to sketch straight lines and I trust that you know how to draw rough graphs. So today we're going to sketch the parabola and we're going to go step by step. So step 1, we want to find the y-intercept. And I hope that in your mind you already have an answer for me. If you wish to find the y-intercept, you put x equal to 0. Therefore, your question is y is equal to x squared minus 6x plus 8 becomes y is equal to 0 squared minus 6 into 0 plus 8, and that finally becomes 8. So you are a smart aleck and you tell yourself, well, when it comes to parabolas in the future, I won't waste time doing this substitution. If it's written like this, I know that 8 is the y-intercept. Alright? So step 1 is completed. Step 2, find the x-intercepts. hearing somebody whispering. The correct answer, that to find the x-intercepts, you put y equal to 0. So for convenience, alright, first let's write it the normal way. That's how it is written normally. So for convenience, I can write this as x squared minus 6x plus 8 is equal to y. For convenience, I can write the y on that side and I can write all of this on this side. That's a law of equation. Right. Now if I put y equal to 0, then this becomes x squared minus 6x plus 8 is equal to 0. From your knowledge of factorization, you will factorize this, and your factors are x minus 4 into x minus 2. Don't forget to test x times x, x squared. Minus 4 times minus 2 plus 8. Minus 4x minus 2x gives you minus 6x. The testing is very, very important to make sure that you've got the right factors here. Then x minus 4 is equal to 0, or x minus 2 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 4, you are solving a linear equation here. Minus 4, you're transposing it, it's becoming plus 4. You're solving this here, solving for x, so this becomes 2. So now you have two x-intercepts. And the x-intercepts are 4 and 2. Alright, now we're going to go on to step 3 to find the axis of symmetry. Now, if you wish to find the axis of symmetry, then you must be able to identify A, B, and C. So in this question, we have y is equal to x squared minus 6x plus 8. Now you must know this number here is 1. It is understood. So A is 1. So this number is 1. B is minus 6. This number is minus 6. B is minus 6. Make sure you take this minus sign with it. And C is equal to 8. So this is C, the constant. So if you're doing axis of symmetry, the formula says x is equal to minus b all over 2a. So that will become minus into the value of b all over 2 into the value of a. Now the value of b is minus 6. The value of a is 1. And then you can do the numerator first, you get 6. Use your calculator to help you. Then do the denominator 2. And then use the calculator. So you have ended up with axis of symmetry, x is equal to 3. So we have finished 3 steps. And now we come to the next step, step number 4. You need to calculate maximum or minimum value. So we look at our question first. In our question, A is positive. In other words, A is greater than 0. Or we can say A is positive. And I trust that you have done a number of examples so far, and you know that when A is positive, it is valley-shaped. If you don't know this fact, my advice to you is go and draw a number of graphs and confirm this for yourself. So if A is greater than 0, or if A is positive, then the graph is U-shaped or valley-shaped, and therefore we have a minimum value. Now if you wish to find the minimum value, you take the equation, the given equation, which is y is equal to x squared minus 6x plus 8, and put in x equal to 3. Well, let's write that nicely. Now, where is this coming from? It is coming from here. We have taken the axis of symmetry from there and we are putting it into this equation. So y is equal to 3 squared minus 6 into 3 plus 8. Now, you can put this in your calculator just like that, with the brackets and the powers, etc., and find the value of y. Alright? And if you put that in your calculator, you will end up with minus 1. Right, let me just take a short break and see if that is true. Right, our auditors say it is correct, so it is minus 1. Right, and finally, the last step, we want to find the coordinates of the turning point. Sorry, I'm just going to remove this from here. Just to make it a little more. Number 5. Coordinates of the turning point. Alright, so this is very easy. The coordinates of the turning point is actually made up of the axis of symmetry and the minimum value in this case. In some examples it will be minimum value, in some examples it will be maximum value. In this case, because we've got minimum value, it will be axis of symmetry and minimum value. In another example, if you've got maximum value here, then it will be axis of symmetry and maximum value. And therefore the answer here will be, the axis of symmetry is 3, so it will be 3, and the minimum value is minus 1. So the minimum value is minus 1. So we have the coordinates of the turning point. At this stage, we have done all the calculations necessary to draw a rough sketch of this parabola. Okay, we are now ready to draw a rough sketch. So let's do a system of axes. It's just a rough sketch. There's 0, there's minus 1, minus 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And up this way we need till 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, just to complete the picture, there's minus 1 and minus 2, and that's obviously your y-axis, and that's your x-axis. Now, you just plot the points from one side. So what is the y-intercept? If you look at the y-intercept, it is minus, it is 8, isn't it? So we place a dot on the y-axis at 8. Then we look for the x-intercepts. The x-intercepts are 4 and 2. So you place a dot on 2 and you place a dot on 4. Those are your 2 x-intercepts. Now from your straight line graphs, you know that x is equal to 3 is a special graph. And x is equal to 3 is here. It's a special graph, so the axis of symmetry will be a line going through 3 like that. And generally for a parabola, we always keep it a broken line like that. X is equal to 3. So we've done that. The third step is finished.